congratulations. First rounds are never easy. Can you talk us through your thoughts on your performance today?
Yeah, I'm really happy with the way I played. It was a solid match. From the beginning till the end, I tactically knew, how to play, so I just did it, and it was a good day for sure.
We'll do English first and then switch to Polish. Yeah. So there was a hand.
Hi, Iga. Congratulations. I'm trying to understand more about the movement of sliding, which comes very naturally to you. Can you tell me what it feels like to have a good slide?
I guess it's just a matter of stopping in the right moment, and also transferring the energy from you moving to the ball, because you don't want to stop and then hit. You want to do it smoothly in the same movement, kind of. So, yeah, but I guess also you need to keep your balance in the right position. Don't lean back, don't lean forward. So I guess many things have to come together to have a good slide, but we don't think about it,
I suppose, yeah, thinking about it is the next step that you eliminate when you become so natural. But what's the difference between a good slider and an excellent one?
I don't know, maybe how you recover from these positions and what kind of shots you can play with when you're sliding, if you still have control over the ball, or is it more that you're sliding because you're in such defense that you have no other option, So I guess just the variety of the shots you can have while sliding.
Iga, you were the same age, I believe, as Emerson when you made your Roland-Garros debut.
You made 17?
Yeah.
I didn't. I was a year older.
You're a year older, sorry. What do you remember being the biggest changes personally or as a player from that year to, of course, the following Roland-Garros where you went all the way? It was quite a significant change.
Sorry, I was thinking if I'm 17 or... I was 17 or 18, I didn't listen to your question. One more time.
What do you remember being
because
the biggest...
I had birthday during the tournament, so, okay, whatever.
And then obviously the following Roland-Garros was later, but what do you remember being the biggest changes from that debut experience at Roland-Garros to the following edition, which you obviously won?
Honestly, until I won, there weren't many changes because in 2020, it's not like, I came to the tournament knowing that I'm going to win, So I feel like in 2019, I already played junior tournaments, so I already kind of knew the vibe of the whole event. But obviously, it's different playing at a pro level. I was just trying to do the best result possible with the game that I have. But next year, maybe the difference was that, I don't know, every match I felt like I'm playing better and better, and I really, felt like my game is fitting these courts, and I don't know, I just, match by match, I thought maybe I can go one more. I had maybe more of belief, But in 2019, I also played quite good. I remember I was a bit injured, but then with Simona, obviously she beat me pretty hard. It was a kind of heartbreaking, but it was a lesson that I had to learn. She was playing her best game back then. And for sure, without that loss, I wouldn't play much better next year, So that's the story.
Iga, well played today.
Thank you.
It's super hot out there. Maybe it's the hottest you've ever played at this tournament. And I wonder if you could just explain to me the differences between the way the court plays when it's hot, like it is today, the speed of the court, the bounce, maybe the way the clay feels under your feet compared to, like a cool and cloudy day. Is it significantly different in your opinion? And if so, how?
Yes, it is much different. Maybe it was that hot on the Olympics, but the balls were different, so I wouldn't treat it as the same tournament. When we came here, it was 16 degrees, and the ball was super heavy. You literally could put your whole body and your whole power into the ball, and you would still feel like you control it. Now you need much more touch and You can't go too much, and also like it's a bit easier to play higher, and with spin the ball is bouncing off the court faster, so that gives you more advantage, I would say. But first you need to have control over the ball, because it is flying faster in the air, and it's easier to, put it out.
Hey, Iga, well done. You've mostly been quite good at sort of closing out matches. I'm wondering if there's anything you do, like what do you focus on? What's your routine when you get sort of to the final game and the final points? What are you thinking?
Nothing in particular. I guess honestly it all depends on the match, because if it's a tight match, my thoughts will be totally different than 6-1, 5-2. So it depends,
Well, if it's a tight match, what are you focused on?
Well, I try to not really think about the score, because it could make you a bit more tight. Like, you don't want to change your game because it's 5-0 or something. You want to keep maybe make good decisions, and not overthink stuff. So maybe I would focus on technique, and usually during the match there's one thing that comes up that you didn't do perfectly, and if I maybe focus to make it better, then I can do that at the end of the set, so maybe I would think a little bit about the technique, and or maybe I would just have a clear plan after these 10 games and know, like, okay, I think she missed many forehand returns, so I would think about my tactics plan a bit more, and but I can't tell you, like, depends.
Iga, I'm not sure if you're aware, but there's a new Rafa documentary coming out this week on Netflix. Will you be watching firstly?
Yeah, honestly, it's a hard topic for us, because Francis told us in Madrid, hey, there's this Rafa documentary premiere, and the whole team got ready like the night before with the outfits and everything, and he was like, it's on 20th, or I don't know.
29th, I think. It comes out.
Yeah, but it was a few days ago, the premiere.
Oh, yeah.
And Francis told us it was a month ago in Madrid, and everybody got ready, and then he said, oh, I messed up the dates, So I was so sad, and I'm going to watch it straight away. Unless I play the next day, because I will cry, so
It's
I need to
4
plan
episodes, so you've got time. It's 30-minute episodes, so I think you've got time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I might cry on all of them, so yeah. But I would love to be on the premiere as well, but I couldn't because of the planning mistake.
Iga, obviously your topspin and the way that you can play that ball and your kick were like game-breaking shots in the women's game. Maybe when you first kind of came on the scene, not a lot of girls know how to face it and compete with it. How have you seen that change over the course of your career in terms of how effective do you feel like players are getting used to it, or is it still your game-breaking kind of shot?
No, I mean, for sure players got used to it. I remember it was all a surprise in 2022, so it was quite interesting that next year I felt totally different, So I think this is what people say when they say that it's harder to like stay on the top, because you need to adjust your game, so it's not that simple for people anymore, and you get used to it for sure, But on the other hand, like, I can still make these shots better, so and they still work. Like, it's not so easy. It's like, when I played against Ash, I knew exactly what she's gonna play, but she did it so good that I was still losing these points. I knew exactly that she's gonna slice me to the backhand. I'm gonna try to pick it up with my backhand topspin, and she's gonna finish me with her forehand. But still, like, I played this one not so good, because her slice was amazing, and she played her forehand so well that I still had no chance, So I guess even if people know what you're gonna play, if you're gonna do it good, then you might win,